and there are 3 big mistakes that you might be making. And swimming can become quite easy for you, I guarantee it. It's how you will be a fast swimmer. Good early afternoon trainiacs. Got in just a wee little swim, couple thousand meters, totally solo, just drills by myself. Got to travel a little bit tomorrow, so I came in here on a Sunday by myself, did short course, drills. You want to talk about things going by slowly, it's like glacial pace. Now I've touched on each of these potential causes of being a slow swimmer and improper technique before, but I don't know if I've ever put them together in one condensed list. Now, if you haven't yet gone and downloaded this entire swim drill series that I've got, go to triathlonterran.com/swim drill program. That is the sequence of, I think, 15 drills that I use from literally drowning, like not being able to swim a length of the pool to being able to complete a 27 and a 39K open water marathon swim. Seriously, do it if you haven't yet. And what I'm talking about is having proper balance swimming. You might be thinking to yourself, Taryn, why do I need balance swimming? Well, balance is your body position in relation to the water. It's being controlled in the water, not feeling like you're sinking, not feeling like you're fighting the water, not feeling like you're going like this. Basically, you want to feel like, we can use a couple analogies. One is a pig that's on a roast, and you're just going side to side and your entire body is straight and level. Another is like, think about logs floating down a river. They're just perfectly horizontal, and if they get going with the current, they just fly. We want to be that pig on the spit or a log. That doesn't sound like very fast. But proper body position in the water is one of the biggest keys to swimming fast. And there are 3 big mistakes that you might be making with relation to how you're positioned in the water. The first one is having sinky legs, and for that, I want to use a kickboard. Orange Kickboards for life. If you have sinky legs, picture this as your legs. If you have sinky legs, the water underneath is going to be hitting it and dragging. You want them up nice and close to the surface. And a really easy way to work on that is to do a drill that I've talked about before called pressing the buoy, pressing the T. Learning how to press your chest into the water, pressing that down, which will kind of seesaw your legs back up. One of the easiest ways to do this is to get a snorkel and kick in the water, just a light flutter kick, not so fast that it's going to naturally bring your legs up, but just really, really light, and press that chest deep into the water. The next one, what do I want to use for this? I want to use a fin. The next issue is having your hips break and not being like that solid line from front to back. And if you think of it, having your hips break and come up as you're pushing your chest down, you don't want your legs, this isn't working very well, breaking and causing a V, basically your bum coming up close to the surface of the water. You want a really flat plane throughout your entire body. So as you're pressing your chest down, you don't want to be pressing down and having your hips come up. And you can battle this really easily by making sure that your core is activated but not tight. Tight core is going to constrict our movements, so you want to activate it. You want to feel like it's engaged in the lower abdominals and the lower back, and just feel like it's tight enough that you've got one solid chain from the front of your body to the back. Last one. I should have saved the fins for this one. The last one is having a scissor kick, and that's where you're kicking and your legs spread out really wide as you go to grab a breath. That spreading your legs wide is going to create a bunch of drag as your legs go way out the side of your body, and they get out from in behind that torpedo that you're creating with the front of your body. So the easiest way to combat this is just to practice little tiny flutter kicks where your big toes keep hitting the side of each other. And just think of that while your heels are just going out the surface of the water barely, and that will keep your legs together. So starting from the front of your body, you want to press your chest into the water. Coming down, you want your core all activated, not tight, creating constriction. And then you want your legs to follow with a slight flutter kick in behind, that torpedo, that channel in the water that's created by the front of your body. You want to go down the water, just going side to side, nothing spreading out, nothing dipping down. And that is how you will be a fast swimmer. So that's it, Trainiacs. Just those 3 things and swimming can become quite easy for you. I guarantee it. Didn't start out easy for me. I promise you that if you go through the swim drill program, if you listen to these issues about balance and proper technique, it's not going to become so much about surviving the swim, it's going to be about how fast you can get in the swim. Now, Canadian version of the Super Bowl, Grey Cup. I'm going to stay in my PJs and hit the couch.